Standard. Let's continue with the video of references. Last time we did the different cell references. We did we make a mark sheet from your computer book, and this is the table in which there are five students, and we have some marks of these students, and then we try to calculate their total and average with percentage using the Excel formulas. So today on the same table, I will try to make you understand the difference between the different type of references used in the MS Excel. So there are three references. The first is relative reference, and second is your absolute reference, and third one is mixed reference. So today I will tell you about these two references, relative reference and absolute reference. Here the relative reference means when you use any formula in your Excel, then it automatically copies itself to the next cell when we do not have to write a formula again and again. So we did it exactly last time. So again I'm using the same table, and just try to focus and see how we did it. Like here we can see that it is a mark sheet of a student. The name of that student is Vidya. Okay, and we have taken three subjects: English, Maths, and Computer. And the maximum marks for each subject is 50, and the total marks is 150 because we are taking for three subjects. All right. So now with it marks in English is 40, Maths 35, and Computer 27. So now we are going to take the total marks. We are going to calculate the total marks for with it. So how we are going to do? So instead of doing it manually, we are taking the help of a computer using a formula. So what we did is uh, we use a formula. This was a formula, and we typed equal to C5. Now why did we wrote C5? Because now you see this English in which he has got 40 is entered on C5 cell. Okay, now the value of C5 has to be added with the value in D5 and E5. Okay, so this way we can see it on the formula bar also. So C equals to C5 plus D5 plus E5. Okay, so instead of putting the values in the total, we have taken the reference of the particular cell, because in the last video I've told you what is the difference between adding by value and adding by the reference. So here we have used the reference so that it can be updated when it will be copied by the other cell. Okay, all right. So in the formula we wrote C5 plus D5 plus C5. So all the values in this cell are added in F5. So it became 102. So for now I'll just erase it and then I'll tell you. So using a reference, what is the advantage of using a reference? That then the formula can be copied. Okay. So using this fill handle feature of MS Excel, I just have to do it once in a one cell, and then I can easily drag the formula using this fill handle, and now see we can get the answers for all the other cells automatically. So this is the advantage of using the cell reference. So this reference is called relative reference. What happened in this relative reference, you can see here there's in F5 we have added C5 plus D5 plus E5. All right, And if you want to see the formula, so we can see it also. See, so we have used the formula C5 plus D5 plus C5, but then we have copied the formula for the other cells. We haven't tried, we didn't use the formula again and again for other cell. We just copied it through this fill handle, and then you can see that it has automatically copied the formula. So C5 has become C6, D5 has become D6, and E5 become E6, and in the following cells it becomes C7, D7 and E7, then C8, D8, E8, followed by C9, D9, E and E9. Okay, so this was a formula, and then you see accordingly it added all the numbers and we got our answer. So it happened only because of the this relative reference. So did you see the difference? That if I'll just add the values, I'll just take the other option also, like adding my values. If I'll add the values, last video also I told you that if we'll add it through taking values, so this is what going to happen. 102 is okay, total is okay, but it cannot be copied. If I'll copy to the bottom cells, then the value will remain the same, because again and again it will add the same values, 40 plus 35 plus 27, here also 45 plus 35 plus 27, and here also 45 plus 40 plus 35 plus 27. So this is not going to work. Every time I have to enter the values for all the other cells. So because of this we use the relative reference. So I'll delete it, and then you see here I've used the cell reference. Instead of uh, writing 40, I've written I've written C5, D5 and E5. Okay, so so this was because of the relative reference. So see how effective this relative reference is. And now then, what is this absolute reference? Absolute reference is not like this relative reference is not going to work when we work with this percentage. Okay, because here we have to change the formula to get the percentage. You can see here that to calculate the percentage we have written a formula F5. F5 means the total of total marks secured by a student should be divided by the total marks 150 multiplied by 100. All right, but here I'll write a formula again, equals to F5, which is the total marks, divided by 150. Now one, instead of 150 I can write B2. Okay, multiply by 100. So here we can see that we have calculated the percentage for the within graph. Okay, this percentage is 68. It is okay when we see it from the previous result. And here for Hiral Arora, our percentage should be calculated at 70. But if I'll use this formula and I've tried to copy it, then you see there will be a difference. So now it is giving us an error. Why? Let us see the formula. Here it has taken it as F5, F6, that is okay. F6 is 105 divided by B3. Now B3 instead of B2, because 150 for all the marks they should be divided by 150. So here we have divided 102 by B2. So here this 105 should also be divided by 150. Okay, but here it is divided by B3. B3 means this cell, and there is nothing in this cell. So here we see this relative reference is working. Okay, so I'll continue this video. So you just watch my next video to understand the concept of this reference. Stay tuned.